Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Erwin, and today I'm excited to talk about this movie. That movie is The Odyssey, right here. All right, The Odyssey, directed by Christopher Nolan, written by Christopher Nolan. The Odyssey is based off of this right here, Homer. Let me just get that real close to the screen. Have it. Yes, I read this. I actually finished reading this the morning of watching this movie in theaters. So it was like freshly in my mind, right? So the Odyssey, it's basically after the Trojan War. I'm gonna butcher all these names, all these Greek names, real quick, because I'm so bad at pronunciation. Odysseus faces a dangerous voyage back to Ithaca, meeting creatures like the Cyclops, Polyphemus, Sirens, and Calypso along the way. Okay, I think I did a good job on that, right? Matt Damon plays Odysseus, Tom Holland as Telemachus, Anne Hathaway as uh, Penelope, Robert Pattinson as Antinous, and then Zendaya as Athena. This is a stack cast. I'm gonna say that real quick. So I'm not gonna name everyone, right? But this like big action adventure fantasy epic using Greek mythology to current. It's just I don't even know where to start with this, right? Let me just talk about Christopher Nolan real quick. I love all his movies. I've pretty much seen every single movie, I think except for Insomnia. But other than that, I've seen all his movies. He has not let me down, and I did not expect that from this movie too. This movie is it's just another reminder of certain movies, or they go from movie to film, and this was one of them. And you have to see it in theaters. The way it's just crazy to see how like photorealistic or just like super realistic certain scenes were happening. And I know with Christopher Nolan, he loves to take his like perfect shots and have so much of like the outside world impacted in his movies. And there's so many beautiful like sceneries. The imagery in this movie is outstanding. It's crazy. The one thing that I loved about this movie is for sure the pacing. Because for this movie being almost 3 hours long, and keep in mind, it does not cover everything from the book, right? I would say roughly like 85 to 90% of this movie is accurate to the book. I only say that because they do leave off certain elements from the book to the movie, but it's stuff that wasn't really necessary because the main point from what I read and what I got from the movie is is Odysseus and his journey back home, right? And it's Odysseus' journey, but then it's also his son, Tom Holland's character, Telemachus. I'm gonna keep butchering it. I think I'm not saying it right, but it's supposed to basically it's their stories, and you're just watching their point of view and like how it goes throughout. Because what I remember from the book is that there was a lot more Greek mythology and like the gods talking and like seeing through all this. And so you only get like short elements of that throughout this whole movie. You get to see some gods. I would say for sure Athena, played by Zendaya, and then you get like a small part with Hades as well. But for the most part, you don't really see much of those elements. But I think that's also a good thing because it definitely humanizes a lot of the characters. So like the actual humans in this movie, because it kind of gives you that glimpse of the bat or like not glimpse but like the line between real and fantasy in this. And I thought he did a great job, especially when the Cyclops was shown. When the Cyclops was shown in this movie, to me there was one certain shot that I saw where it looked just like those books when it came to Greek mythology, and it's like the artwork of it looked semi-realistic, but of course it doesn't look realistic because at the end of the day it is fantasy. But just the way that shot looked, it just looked so glossy and grainy, but not in a bad way, but in a way where it was like able to showcase such a very human characteristic, but of a creature, which was really it's really insane to describe, but like that's how it looked, and I thought it was amazing. All the battles in this movie was amazing. It was great too, because after watching, I'm pretty sure I was not surprised too, because I've seen the movies like Dunkirk. It definitely reminded me of Dunkirk in some certain scenes. So I thought that was great, and the music, phenomenal. The cinematography, great as always. And but my experience with this book, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard to read. It it definitely showed me that I was like, yeah, I need to do some spark notes on this, and I definitely did. It took me a long time to read this just because I wanted to make sure I've not I don't think I fully understood everything, but I definitely understood to the point where the main like point of this book was, and especially for this book being out for hundreds and hundreds of years. So I thought that was great. The lotus flower in this movie, I could not for the life of me, anytime it was talked about, I could not stop thinking about Percy Jackson. Every time it was like the lotus flower, and I just think of that scene with paparazzi in my head every single time, guys. I could not. I was like, ugh, whatever. I do want to talk about the comments though about this movie, because whenever the first trailer came out, and especially with the cast being called out and everything, who they were gonna play, who and all this and that, especially the trailers, the amount of hate that was being showcased to the characters, not even the characters, the actors and actresses to this movie was insane. It's just like, why show all this hate knowing that it's being directed by Christopher Nolan, who has not made a bad movie in, I don't even know when. I can't even name a last time he made a bad movie, because he hasn't. And so I never understood this hate train, especially towards the movie, because of course all these reviews are coming out. Great movie, great movie, great movie. It's gonna break box record numbers again. Woohoo! Surprise, surprise! Freaking Oppenheimer made $1 billion, and that movie was a biopic about some atom bomber or whatever. And so I was like, what did you guys expect from the Odyssey right here? It's like, of course it was gonna do the same thing. But overall, I thought this movie was great, phenomenal. Definitely go see this in theaters, guys. And if you can watch it in IMAX, I would love to see this in 70 millimeter. But I'm for sure gonna watch it again, and this time in IMAX, because I could not get tickets for the life of me to watch it the first time for my first time viewing in IMAX. But I knew I wanted to go see this movie right away. But I'm definitely gonna watch this movie again, maybe a third time, because this movie itself is basically something you have to watch in theaters, just because of like so big and grasp it is. It's like the way I think about Interstellar as well. A movie like that, it's just meant to be seen in theaters. And there's several movies like that. Christopher Nolan makes movies similar to that. He has made movies like that, similar to Interstellar, similar to the Odyssey right now, just because of the grand scale of everything. And I thought that was something great to like witness in theaters, especially with a packed theater. That was amazing. But overall, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down below right there. Have you read the book? Are you gonna watch the Odyssey? Are you one of those haters? Let me know. Let me know down there. And I'll catch you guys next time.